Hi everyone, and welcome to my very first episode of Raising Boys with Rahul. This is a podcast for parents of boys aged 8 to 10. So, today we're going to talk about something very foundational, understanding the mindset of an 8 to 10-year-old boy. His age group is unique. They aren't little kids anymore, but they're not teenagers either. They're in this strange, fascinating in-between space where the mind, the emotions, confidence, and friendships are all shifting at the same time. Now, if you understand the internal world of boys at this age, even a little, parenting becomes easier. It becomes calmer and far more enjoyable. So, boys this age want to feel big. They want small responsibilities. Like they want to be able to lock the door or choose their own clothes or maybe cook some food. And if they don't get a chance to feel independent, they start acting out in small ways to force it. So the idea is that their emotions are basically stronger than their vocabulary. And this is a very tricky part because emotional maturity hasn't caught up with emotional intensity. They feel very deeply, but they can't explain why. And of course, this leads to meltdowns, it leads to frustrations, it leads to shutting down, and then you'll have arguments with him. So it's not disobedience, it's emotional overflow. And here, friends become a huge part of their identity. Earlier parents were everything. Now friends start forming the sense of belonging. And then you'll find common signs. You'll find they'll have jealousy happening. There'll be competitiveness. They'll be copying each other's behavior. And then they'll get hurt and they say, no, I'm fine. I don't care about him. I don't want to be friends with him anyways. Boys really need physical activity to reset mentally. A boy does not burn energy, will express it in other ways. With arguments or irritability, restlessness. He needs something to do. He'll come and he'll bother you because he doesn't know what to do. And what this means is that some kind of physical activity, some kind of movement will actually lead to mental clarity. And now this is also the age when they start looking for male role models. Now, even if they don't say it, boys watch their fathers, their uncles, their coaches, their older cousins, and how we behave, how they behave, how the men around them are behaving. That becomes their instruction manual, their silent instruction manual to what somebody should behave like. And this is where your presence becomes so powerful in their lives. So what are the things you can start doing today? Like what, for example, can we start giving him controlled independence where he can maybe choose between two outfits, or he can decide to do his activity, or I guess pack his school bag in the way he thinks is right. I think this will probably reduce the power struggle which you're feeling, maybe 50%. You can replace what happened now to why are you upset? Tell me what you're feeling. Or did something bother you, or has something bothered you? Yes or no? Was it school friends, or was it friends, or only school, or something else? Do you want to talk now? Do you want to talk later? So, boys seem to open up when the questions feel lighter. And you can probably build a 10-minute daily ritual where you're doing a short walk with him, or playing a quick game, or maybe have a bedtime chat with him. Basically doing something together which will basically show that there's some consistency and along with time, like every day you're doing something regularly. And this actually might become the backbone of your relationship with him. So, if there's one thing I want you to take away from today, is that boys are not difficult, they're developing. Our job is to guide, not control. And once we understand their mindset, everything becomes calmer and more connected.